Well, mostly he'd be proud of his kids, and he was proud of farming, being able to be a farmer. And there's only been certain eras of time when people could become farmers. And he was farming since his dad had let him on a tractor about 7 or 8 years old and stuff, and so he was born a farmer. And then, of course, I hadn't been a farmer until I married Bob, and we moved onto the farm. And I very much like the rural. And Bob just loved to grow things, and I like to grow things, so it was kind of a good fit.
A legacy lives on forever, and the legacies of America's rural communities deserve to be memorialized and shared with great joy. Together, these stories reveal a beautiful tradition of hard work, perseverance, and love. Big Iron Auctions is proud to share your legacy. Welcome to Spalding, Nebraska, where a farming father of 10's legacy lives on through the lessons he taught his children.
Bob was Robert John Leslie, to his mother anyway, when she was mad. And they had moved up to the Primrose area when Bob was about a sophomore in high school, and he came up to Spalding, where I was going to Spalding Academy. And so that's when I met him. I was a year older, so I went on down to Omaha to school for a year. And when Bob graduated, he went to the university for a while. By the end of my sophomore year, we were married. Came back to the farm and have been farming ever since.
Sadly, in September 2022, Bob Leslie passed away. After great consideration, in June 2023, the Leslie family held an estate sale, giving new life and new love to Bob's cherished equipment.
Well, you mentioned that you never did meet him. Well, he never met anybody that wasn't a friend. Sometimes to the demise of his children. He had the darndest friends occasionally.
My dad was pure trouble. He still is pure trouble. He really is. He's given us all kinds of sneak attacks. He's a good guy. Good guy, taught us a lot. One of those parents that you're lucky to have, had lots of opinions, never afraid to share them with his kids.
My dad was my biggest cheerleader. I don't know, he always was excited about the things I was doing and always curious and always promoted me to be better. And
Dad used to say a lot of things. Dad used to say, "What, I suppose the wind did it?" And we used to try to get away with that one, but the wind never did it. It was usually us.
10 years old and put on the tractor and told out here you're gonna cultivate, and like you show you once, and don't take out corn, don't screw up anything, don't break anything, and leave.
Oh, you could ask anybody, was Bob a great guy, and he'd tell you yes. We went down to Texas in the wintertime, and he called himself an SOB. And when somebody looked at him kind of strange, and he said, "Sweet old Bob." He was sweet old Bob from then on.
My dad used to say, don't take any wooden nickels. Maybe it was on the way of you were gonna go visit somebody or go to a camp or something, and okay, but remember, don't take any wooden nickels.
people would ask him, "How you doing?" And he'd say, "Better than I deserve." He was all full of sayings all the time. He's a pretty big jokester, so.
I mean, you guys that are farm kids, you understand. You get dropped off in a field with a tractor and you're, super young and you have no idea what you're doing. And he would say, "If you can read, you can do anything." And then he'd drive away.
Yeah, you can tell with his equipment. Loved farming, loved what he did, loved tinkering. If you look out here, the 2-span pivots here or there, or the 3-span. So yes, he loved it all, liked to have fun with it, loved his family, showed us all different things we could do. He's a good guy.
Your dad sure loved his equipment, didn't he?
Yep, he liked the green stuff.
The John Deere stuff is definitely prevalent here.
Yeah,
Lots of really nice green.
the 4-wheel drives are his favorite.
Why were the 4-wheel drives his favorite?
He just liked them. I don't know.
Was it sitting up high, the power?
I have no idea on that. He just liked them. And they went from them to this.
There's a little bit of difference between the old Ford Ferguson era and an 8R 340.
And the Ferguson were his next favorites.
Tell me about this one. This one has special tracks on it. What's the story with this one?
Well, we were cleaning up one day and we were gonna throw them tracks away. We thought they were out of a thresh machine. And he pulled in and we had to put them on right then and there. So we didn't throw them away. And there it is. They've been on since. They're neat.
They look cool,
Yeah,
but you're not sure if they're...
it was a snow kit, I guess.
Okay.
I guess it came,
Bombarder make the snow kit for it?
they must have. It came with a little V-plow and a comfort cover.
I don't know. It's sad to see it go, you know, 'cause Dad loved his tractors and just seems like a part of him's going, but I know that's not true. He'll always live on in our hearts, and equipment's replaceable, so we're happy to see it go, and hopefully it finds a new home.
I think Bob's legacy would be his children. He was a born teacher just like his mother. He would have them do the darndest things and they would succeed. He'd give them just enough help and walk off. That's it. They just drove him crazy and he walked off. And they did it. And they were always so proud of themselves when they did it.
My dad's legacy is his family. He cared a really lot about connection and relationships, and those were really important to him in his whole life, in his business life, in his personal life, but especially his family. So I think his legacy is us.